Hey, how's it going, YouTube? Let's go over today's price action. We'll go over today's daily plan. Where shall we start? Well, I post my daily plans and the makings of it every morning here on YouTube. Thank you to everyone who's recently subscribed. I also post it here on StockTwits. So, starting with the overnight session. So in the recap, I have a recap here on YouTube, and then I have a private recap that I go into more detail and whatnot, talking about executions, how I executed, and other things of market structure and whatnot for the small mentorship group. So, oh, I forgot to show this screenshot. In that recap that we had yesterday after the close, I talked about the likelihood of a balanced overnight session. Now it's a little bit trickier to see here, so let me pull up. This should work. So we could take a look at the overnight session. Right, it did exactly that, balanced. Right, why? Without going into crazy detail, yesterday's structure needed, air quotes, cleaning. Right, and the flows or the order flow into yesterday's close suggested that we would likely do this, right? And that's what happened. So if you're unfamiliar with what you're looking at, this is called a footprint chart. This is order flow. Just go to the home of the YouTube channel. I have a video going over how I have these charts configured. They're very, very customizable. So my videos, of course, on my charts and how I have them configured. So without further ado, let's get into the makings of the daily plan. Every single morning, starting here with my TPO, time price opportunity chart. Let me grab my pen, and this is the overnight session right here. Right, we spoke about plenty of times here. Balanced sessions, right? This is exactly what balance looks like, even on the volume profile. A capital D shape is balance. Is there anything else? The low of the overnight session, of course, was that order flow level in the daily plan that provided trades yesterday, and also, of course, then the overnight low. So when we look at market profile or TPO charts, what are we looking at? We're looking at points of control, value area low, value area high, and also the shapes of the profile, right? How we were just talking about this D, or capital D shape, I should say, profile. Each of them mean different things. Each shape, we could see a P shape, we could see a lowercase b shape, a capital B shape, and what this does is allows us to gain context onto what's going on in the market auction. Are participants happy to transact somewhere? Are they not? Are we in balance, out of balance? Stuff like that. TPO charts or market profile charts have to do with time rather than normal candlestick charts where we're mainly focusing on price. Now I know they look complicated, but I promise you they're not at all. So from there, let me get this out of the way, I go to my favorite time frame, 4-hour footprint chart, and I'm looking at a whole bunch of things, but to summarize, again, do we have an aggressive bid walking up on the tape, an offer holding somewhere, an offer walking down on the tape? Where are big positions built, right? Do we have a significant bid somewhere, significant offer? Do we have a trapped offer, trapped bid? Where are candles closing, right? It's very, very important to see where candles close. So I mark up my TPO chart, I mark up my 4-hour chart, send that in the room. Why is it important where candles close? Well, just right here. Using the order flow, we close here. Look at these trap participants. Poke into them. What do you think if you're a long here and this candle closes down here and your position is negative? When you get a pop back to your break even, what are a lot of people going to do? They're going to cover, or not cover, I'm sorry, they're going to close their trade at break even, and we see this, and this provides a ceiling in this case, and we already see a few points traded here, and maybe we'll get some more, we'll see. But hopefully that makes sense. This is very, very generic. There's more that we look into, but I feel a lot of traders overlook this, and it's very, very important. The market doesn't move because of a MACD indicator, RSI, VWAP, whatever. It moves because participants are poorly positioned. We have a buying balance, imbalance up here. What all these buyers, they're underwater. They're going to have to be forced to sell their positions, and that's a further down move, right? Now we see a bid coming in, but we have to look relative to what's trapped, right? 2,200 contracts, yeah, it's a bid for this candle, but context. Have this lower volume area likely to fill it, where then we visit these trapped participants to see if they will provide a floor or not. Any revisit up here, you're going to want to see exhaustion at the high. We still could trade into this distribution and then still provide a ceiling. That's a lot of useful information. I hope you guys can realize the importance of this and where participants are located positions-wise. Didn't mean to go on a little tangent right there, but that's a lot of important information. So from the 4-hour footprint chart, oh goodness, just lost it, and I accidentally drew that. Look at me. Alright, so from the 4-hour footprint, I come over here to my daily, and I do the exact same thing. I mark up where there's buyers, where there's sellers, and this is just part of the work that you have to put in if you want to be a career trader. You need to know exactly what's going on in the market. You're not stumbling into your desk 15 minutes before open. Trading isn't what gurus online like to paint it out to be, that you're trading from a laptop. You just open your laptop at 9:25 in Bali, and you're just ready to trade. Take a look at where VWAP is and trade. There's a lot that goes into it, and that's why I think a lot of people do not make it. They paint it out to be just profit every single day and whatnot, but you have to put in the hours, and you have to be learning the correct things. Again, another tangent, but I'm sorry. TPO, 4-hour, daily. And this is what the markings up look like, right? Looking where there's lots of volume, trap participants, all that stuff that I mentioned before. And I'll send that in the mentorship group. And we get my daily plan. So as you probably seen if you follow me here or are subscribed on YouTube, I did take trades today, not at key inflection points, and not even like my normal trades. I took them straight off the order flow, reading it live. I usually, or 99% of my trades, I have specific, very, very specific entry criteria that I share, and I wait for that to set up. So here I actually have the screenshot opened up. We'll go kind of over my trades, briefly over my trades. It took 2, 3. Here we are. So this is a 5-minute footprint chart. And this is pretty much where I was executing it off of here. Now I had a little bit more context on larger time frames, but just to save us some time. For the most part, I'm executing, or was this morning executing off this 5-minute. So, we have sellers baked in here, stop run, see the sellers re-engaging on the tape, reoffering, I'm entering. I took almost positive 75% off here. This was 3R, and then I was holding for lower, which did not happen. I tried to get a little cute with an ad over here. We had exhaustion sellers, right, I added, and then I was stopped out at my new break even. So a free ad, if you will, right, because I didn't keep my stop where it was and lose a few points. I just stopped break even. Then I re-engaged short once these participants were stopped. I saw us reoffering. This was half off at, I want to say it was 2R, not 3R, and then stopped right at break even. This is the type of scalping one could do on the tape. Again, that's not my typical trading at all. I don't like taking these trades that they're generally riskier, right? I was trading 1/30th of my normal size, very, very small size, because of the risk that we see, or the higher risk in these types of setups. So let me just pull up this 30-minute again. Look what happened. These sellers, or these buyers, provided a ceiling, and we dump down. This is order flow, guys. It's not some crystal ball or anything. It's just understanding how the market truly moves and why it moves. So yeah, I'm not trying to be on my soapbox here, but um, it's really sad to see a lot of people in StockTwits trading off of, I don't know, things that I don't think really should be taught or anything, because the only thing that matters is transacted volume. Who cares if the RSI is 85, right? If someone's not selling, it's going to keep on going up. Simple. Right? The only one thing that participants, whether you're Goldman Sachs or some crazy algos that people like to talk about on StockTwits, the only thing you cannot hide is transacted volume. Okay, that's enough of me. So if you guys are interested in this approach, I teach how I read the TPO, footprint charts, market auction theory, everything that I use, how I execute. I have a small mentorship group. It's meant to be small. It's capped, right? I'm not going to have a big group, just like-minded traders who want to teach or who want to learn my approach. Now, if you are someone who is maybe already profitable or whatever it may be, and just want to compare your reading to the market to mine, those annotated pictures of the order flow and whatnot that I posted before, you could just get access on the Discord to that one daily plan tab. Apart from that, I hope everyone had a green day today. I don't mean to sound like a grouch, but sorry. I hope you guys had a green day today, and I'll see you in the next market recap.